Welcome to another game of Catan. We are in first position this game, and I'm looking at the 9, 5, 10 as an obvious first placement. Double up on the 9, have some good road building materials. Problem is, there's not going to be a lot of wheat to pair with this placement, which makes me a little hesitant. It's such high production though, and it's pretty flexible. I mean, even if we got stuck with the 11, 6, 12, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but um, it's definitely kind of what I'm thinking. Another option is the 10, 5, 9 going towards the wheat port. The problem there is that you're on a ton of sheep, um, and you kind of need to pair that with some sort of ore, and the 9, 5, 10 is going to get taken. So the question is, what would you pair that with? Maybe the 12, 6, 9 if that's available, but kind of doubtful. I think the safe move is probably that 9, 5, 10, maybe the 4, 9, 6. But 4, 9, 6, you still run into the same problem unless you can get on this 10, 8. I think we're just going to have to go with this. So blue in this position, a lot of different options. He's probably considering the 4, 3, 8, the 5, 9, 10. I notice a lot of people, though, do not prioritize sheep, which makes sense, especially on a board like this where you have so much sheep and not as much wheat and ore. So I think blue's probably going to take the 4, 9, 6 here, going off to the 3 to 1. Very doubtful that the 6, 2 gets taken. Now, what I don't like about my placement, and usually the reason why I don't like placing first on wood, brick, and ore, is that, anytime you want to go for a road, you want to find a settlement that's relatively close to your first placement, so you always have the option to connect. And with this setup, I don't see a great spot. Maybe the 3, 11, 6 going off to the wheat. That's probably best case scenario. Assuming no one takes the 12, 6, 9. And then maybe connecting through the 11, 6, 5, 6, 9, 5. But this is a good board. Oh, he could also consider the 5, 8, 4 going off to the wood port. I didn't see that. I wouldn't probably go up to the 10, 8. Very likely that the 10, 8 gets snagged here. I mean, even by me, if it's a last, if I don't have that many great spots, I could always take the 10, 8 going to the 3. And then I'm on plenty of wood, so I could double up on the 3. It's a little slow, though, anytime you crawl up the coast like that. So yeah, he does take the 4, 9, 6. But he doesn't go down to the 3 to 1, which is interesting. He probably wants to get a little bit extra wheat, seeing that there's not a ton of wheat on the board. Black goes for the 3, 8, 10. Very risky going to the 4, 8. That could definitely get snagged, especially by blue. Honestly, blue would make a lot of sense if he snagged the 4, 8 here. So maybe he was assuming he can get the 4, 3, 11. That's also a little risky. Red goes for the 10, 5, 9. Pretty solid. What does he pair with it, though? Maybe the 11, 4, 3? It's not great. Okay. I like that. I think that's pretty decent. Okay, they're placing quick now. So we might not get on any wheat. In fact, I don't see any wheat available at this point. Maybe the 11, 4, which is pretty sad. Let's see, where does blue go here? Honestly, I could see blue taking either the 11, 4 or the 4. Wow, okay. Okay, so I'm definitely considering this 3 to 1 on the ore at this point. The problem is I'm also not on any sheep. So this is a tough setup. We can do the 3, 6 going off to the wood port. decent. I don't love it, but it definitely hurts blue. It's pretty slow too. It gives me wheat though, which is really rare on this board. I don't like black's setup though in that position. This is tough. I don't know if I like blue's placement here. I mean, I guess it makes sense. He's gonna get road, so I don't know if there's even a point to try for road. This is tough. So the 11-4, maybe double up on the 11, and then I'll get on some wheat. It's pretty slow. I might have to take the 8-4 just to hurt black. And then maybe I can sneak over to the 11-4. But no, black's gonna get there first. I think I might just have to do this and then port out my ore. For wheat and sheep though. I think this is the best move. The other option was doubling up on the 9, but that's pretty slow as well. I mean, I think I'm going to prioritize this 10-8 here because the 9 port's not going away. Blocks the 5. I would have stole from blue there probably. Because I'm not racing black to the sheep port. Five gets blocked. Yeah, we want to definitely prioritize this 10-8. And then maybe, just maybe, if we play our cards really right and red doesn't get any brick, maybe we can even sneak over to the wood port and get on some wheat. That's awkward. I think we might just 3-1 right now for our wheat. Getting an early city on the 9-5-10 would help us out a lot here. Blue getting the brick. Blue really wants to get on this. I also could try to sneak over and cut red off here. A lot of different options. A lot of options here. The 8s are rolling. Yeah, honestly, blocking blue off is not a bad idea either. Yeah, we might have to do that actually. Well, we do have the city though, so we'll have to prioritize that. We are going to get blocked quite a bit here though. I keep doing that. I forgot about the 3-1. Now the problem with getting a city early in a game like this is that I really am at a disadvantage here. I'm not by far in the best position. I think blue is with his flexibility, but it looks like he would block me here. So I'm sure that 9's going to get blocked, maybe even the 10. Yeah. And I don't think that's actually the best block. I think actually blocking blue here is the better block. Especially from black's perspective, because he's going for road as well. So there's really a road race between blue, red and black. No point in giving red the settlement here. The 8 is hitting quite a bit this game. Maybe I fight for our army. Definitely not taking that. If we get another ore, I'm considering cutting blue off here. Because there's really not much I can do after my settlement on the 9. See if anyone does that. No. Maybe someone takes this. That's a really good trade. Very surprised no one took that. Well, we will need a 3-for-1 for wheat here. And we'll have to pass. Brutal 10 block. Very brutal 10 block. Now red's looking pretty solid here as well. He's on the only the 6 is not rolled once, I guess. But red's pretty dangerous with this wheat port. I think he's kind of smart to go to the 3-to-1 first, just because that's something that I would be considering. So we do have a second city, which is kind of nice, but it's really not that special. I mean, until we get on the ore port. We might just have to take the city here. Maybe get a dev card. I don't really care for the brick right here. I might as well just get the city. And the reason I go for that instead of a dev card is because I just need the resources in this position to keep up with my opponents, and I might just have to settle for the port on the 9. So we hit another 4. We're going to need at least 2 cards here. We don't need the brick that bad. Fortunately, another 7 has been rolled. And I'm worried that my competitors are going to block me again in this position. But it looks like now black is racing. Looks like black's now, there we go. That's what we want. Racing blue. So now if a 5 or an 8 rolls, we will have our, there we go. Now we have our roads to cut blue off. Pretty risky though. Well, now if we roll a sheep, I should have asked for a sheep as well. I don't know why I didn't. It's really dumb. Okay, it's risky. It's risky to go for the 6, 9, 12 here. But I think it might be worth it. I don't know, let's see if we can get on the 9. Anyone take that? No. Well, let's try for it. Let's at least try for it. Okay, so now we can 3-1 our ore. Black really, really wants to get here. Wow, and there's no more wood. You don't see that very often. Now, if we have another 9 hit, we actually, or 4, we'll have enough to place. And we do. Okay, this is huge. So good thing we went for this. This keeps us in the game for sure. Well, first let's see if anyone wants to trade. Okay, that's huge. Now that gives us a lot more capability to fight for army here. So next objective now is to get on the 2-1. It's been on our 10 for a minute now. Let's see a 7. No 7, okay. Let's see if anyone wants to. It would be nice to get some dev cards here. Two wood for a wheat. Wheat's pretty valuable, so I understand why we're not getting that trade. Now red should be getting blocked here soon because he's sitting on 3 dev cards, which is pretty scary with 5 settlements. He does also has a pretty flexible setup to where he can snag road if he needs to. So priority is definitely going to be to get it on the 8, but I'm sure black's going to block the 9. I have a feeling. Cut him off twice here now. But I think the red's the better block. Oh, he does. Okay. It's going to start chirping in the chat. And now black has a city as well. Black's still in this. Puts it on the 4, takes my sheep. Puts it on the 9. Puts it on the 6, okay. Takes my wood. Yeah, red's in a good position here. We're going to need to block the 4 as soon as possible. He already is very ahead on the dev cards. But I do have positioning on him, so that's going to help. Blue needs to put it on the 8, for sure. Not that 8, the wrong 8. Yeah, red is clearly leading. He should definitely be getting blocked in this position. But, yeah, blue's just kind of being a baby. I mean, it happens. I mean, it's not like he's wrong. The 6 hasn't hit, but I see a lot of people just give up after things don't go their way in the beginning of the game, and there's a lot of times where you can really come back. So let's see. What is blue? Yeah, this is tough. Yeah, now he's on the wood port. That gives him a lot more flexibility. I'm surprised he didn't get on the wheat port there. Not much we can do in this position. We need our numbers to hit, and we need people to start blocking red a little bit more. At least he didn't have a knight there. So maybe we can outpace him if we can start getting on that fairly quickly. Has been some interesting rolls though. A lot of eights, a lot of fours. Okay, at least black knows to block red. Um, Probably the four. Ooh, the three. Four's a better block just because he needs those for dev cards, whereas he has the 10, so he doesn't really need the three that much. Steals from black. Oh, and the four hits. That's tough. We might as well at least 4 for 1 for wheat because we know we're going to need it. But we're in a tough spot here. Yeah, he needs to put on the 8 wood on red. We will take that trade. Maybe we shouldn't have. He's going to have a settlement. That was dumb. That was dumb. Oh, wow. Did red just give that to him? Very interesting. Well, now he needs to block the 4 to prevent black from getting a city, or maybe the 6, because the 6 he gets a free card. Yeah, 6 is a better block. I actually need the 6 quite a bit too. Steals from me, which is interesting. I'm not sure why he'd steal from me here. Red, does he have the wood in hand? Yeah, GG. Yeah, tough game. What could we have done different? I don't know. I mean, we blocked red as much as we could. It was on our 10 for a while, which hurt us. Yeah, red was just in a really good spot, and no one was able to block him here. Pretty flexible setup. He was on a lot of numbers. Maybe I think that first settlement wasn't actually correct because there was just nothing really that great to pair with it. I mean, I was on way too much ore and way too much wood, and I had to pretty much pour all my resources. So if I were to play a different game, I think I would go for the 8-4-3 here. Just because, the wheat was so valuable in this game, and that's what really helped red. And it's just more flexible too. There's plenty of brick spots, plenty of brick and sheep spots. So very flexible. But red played a great game. Minus robbing me at the end. Dice stats: the 6 hit 1 time. That's crazy. This is probably the craziest dice rolls I've seen. 11 didn't hit once. That is insane. But nonetheless, great game. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.